New details tonight on red tide. The health department put out a red tide alert for Punta Gorda Beach and Little Gasparilla Island, and a health caution has been put out for the Boca Grande Causeway. Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Safadi.
And I'm Lois Tomey. We also know that Collier County has red tide cautions from Barefoot Beach to Marco Island. And right smack dab in the middle of all the warnings, Sanibel Island, which has had some positive tests well offshore. But so far, the red tide has stayed away. Wink News reporter Olivia Jean is live on Sanibel Island, where she spoke to beachgoers. And what did they have to say?
Well, no fish kills yet, and people here on Sanibel aren't too concerned. You'll see right behind me lots of beach goers. They are enjoying this lovely day. Sanibel is not really feeling or seeing the impacts of red tide, but just north and south of us in Collier County and Charlotte County, they do have red tide warnings. It's smelly, it's painful, at times it can take you by surprise. Symptoms include coughing, sneezing, and teary eyes.
Obviously, it's not a great view.
She's talking about red tide. Satellite maps show red tide creeping more towards the south. The Weather Authority team put together an updated map showing the concentrations in the Gulf.
It's in low to moderate concentrations off the coast of Lee County, not necessarily in the nearshore waters, along the beach currently.
So, no sign of red tide on Sanibel. But beachgoers know red tide is serious business.
It smelled terrible, and so I said, no, I don't want to do that anymore.
Been through the Hurricane Ian and saw dead fish everywhere, and we still enjoyed coming out here. I don't think it would bother me.
It just wouldn't be pleasant from what I understand, and not healthy.
A repeat of the Sanibel 2018 red tide is the last thing this island wants.
We saw massive fish kills, millions of fish on our beaches, impacts to wildlife.
The whole island was impacted, not just the beaches.
Red tide can have a negative impact on visitation, which impacts our businesses here on the island.
But as of now, Sanibel is in the clear.
If you think about the geography of Sanibel Island, it sits in the Gulf kind of like a cup, kind of like this. So, you could be on, and the island's 13 miles long. So, you could be on one beach and, say Lighthouse Beach, which is, at the tip of Sanibel, and not experience any red tide conditions.
I've been on the beach all day and I haven't experienced any symptoms of the red tide, but that could change tomorrow. Different factors, especially wind, could impact when and where we will see impacts. Now, we'll have more information on symptoms and how you can check out local beaches on winknews.com. I'm live in Sanibel. Olivia Jean, Wink News.